It's time for breaking bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's our goal. Hey, it's time for breaking bread with Papa. Hey, don't you know? Hey, it's also a show. Hey.
Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Breaking Bread with Tom Papa. I am Tom Papa. Thank you for joining us. We have a fun show today with the great Kira Soltanovich. Fan favorite, Tom favorite, Abraham Lincoln favorite. We love Kira. She's going to come in and spend some time with us here. This is very exciting because I know she's going to really love the new studio because she didn't like that the old studio made her look green. So I think she's going to be very pleased that we're here with some different color combinations. My book, We're All in This Together, So Make Some Room, is doing really well. Thank you all for out there for purchasing it. The audiobook has, I think, even more purchases than the book. And I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's great because people want to hear me, but I do like the idea of you having a book, just tossing it around. Like if you have the audiobook, your friends don't know that you're listening to me. It's all on your phone. It's very private. And nobody sees, just tossed around. Oh, you're reading that new book over there. Like if we have all these books here for our podcast from people that have been on the podcast, Sam Sifton's book and different things like that, people come and they're like, oh, I read that book. If it's just on my phone, you don't really know. So I feel like you should buy both. I feel like if you get the audiobook, you should also get the other one just for you'll look smarter. I know audiobooks count as reading, and I do believe that. But it's really about your appearance and what people think about you. And I just, as your friend, want you to seem really educated and cool. If you have my book, you're probably pretty cool. So thank you all for whatever form you're buying. If you haven't bought it, then you should just buy all of them, even the Kindle. We're all in this together, so make some room. It's been great fun. Had a great event with Rainn Wilson at the Barnes & Noble in Los Angeles, California at the Grove. I had a great sit down with Colin Quinn at the 92nd Street Y. I got to run around and sign books in a bunch of bookstores and a bunch of places. It's been really fun. It's been great. I've appeared on other friends' podcasts. It's been fantastic. A little tiring. At one point, I think I was in the air more than I was on the ground in like this 2 or 3 day period where I think I literally was in the sky flying more than I was on the ground because I'd fly in, go do some stuff, get right back to the airport, back on the thing, and cross country again. Definitely a little insane, but a lot of fun. And the good thing about the book is that it continues throughout the rest of the year. So we're all in this together, so make some room. Thanks again for buying it. Go to tompapa.com. Also, we've got a lot of tour dates. The big one is in October at the NJ Pack. That is a huge venue, and I'm very excited to bring it back home and do that one. We also just added Las Vegas at the Wynn on Labor Day weekend. That goes on sale when this one airs. That goes on sale tomorrow at the Wynn in Las Vegas, Labor Day weekend. That one is going to be killer. And we've got a whole bunch of other ones. San Francisco, doing a bunch of Canada. We're going to Winnipeg. We're going to Toronto, doing the Just for Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal. We just added a third theater there. So lots of stuff, lots of touring, lots of fun. Delaware, Anaheim, New Hampshire, all outdoor shows this summer. Very cool. So go to tompapa.com for all of that. And now, please enjoy Kira Soltanovich. Yeah, so she's going. She's gone.
Wow.
She did the whole graduation thing. We had this big kerfuffle we could talk about. And, yeah, August 31st, my house is empty.
Party. It's like when your parents would go out of town. Now it's the opposite.
I know.
My kids are out.
I have this fantasy of just lighting a joint have no real desire. Just lighting a joint in the living room because I
naked,
can.
naked.
Naked.
You have to be naked.
I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Do you like walking around naked?
Not anymore because I have a 12-year-old son.
Right.
Yeah. And he doesn't know how to knock.
Right.
So I don't feel like I've taught him anything.
Uh-huh.
Because the most mundane little things he doesn't do. And I go, have you not like watched me at all? Or I know a lot of the times they're supposed to learn from watching you. You're not
Yeah.
supposed to lecture them about things. They're just supposed to see you like, oh, she's knocking on the door. Is that a thing to do?
Should I not
Doesn't
too?
do it. And he's lingered a few times.
Mm-hmm.
But he grew up with us being very naked. So maybe,
I remember that. I remember
Yeah.
you saying that.
yeah, we would shower together, all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Up till 8, 9?
When did the pandemic start? Yeah, so like maybe almost, 9.
9.
Almost, not quite 10.
Yeah.
Because that house that you came to with the big pool,
Yeah.
we had an outdoor shower. Did you remember that? Yeah, because I washed you in it.
Yes.
I washed you in it.
I was
Yes,
in that
I
shower.
scrubbed you in it. So we would like take off our bathing suits and we're all
Right.
showering
And
outside.
then at a certain age, it's at a certain age, you. I literally thought about this. I was like, wow, my daughter graduated high school. Both kids, we got that chapter is done. And so I've been reflecting, and I was like, one of my accomplishments was I didn't give them any scary naked run-ins. From probably like 4 on.
Yeah.
We didn't have an outdoor shower. So
Okay, you guys.
but at a certain age, girls, my daughters, I was just like, let's not.
Yeah.
And
Let's
let's not have them, So, yeah, I was like, wow, I did a good job. I didn't have to walk around with a memory of. I have a memory of my mom in the tub during high school, and
Yeah.
it's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that takes, what I was going to say is that takes effort on both parties.
Right.
So they also were like,
Yeah.
Dad's door's closed. And this is when he normally gets dressed. Like they're putting things together. My
Yes.
kids don't put anything together.
Right.
The bathroom door swings open. It's like a Ralph's grocery. It's like Walmart. It's just like they just assume like I'm standing here and it should just automatically open and I have entry.
Right.
And the other problem is our bathroom door does not have a lock.
Right.
So really it's open access to everybody.
My bathroom has a lock.
Yeah.
And I always find it weird that my wife locks it.
Right. Why?
I don't know. I'm always curious.
Right, because who's she hiding from?
Who's she hiding from? What's she doing? I have no idea.
Pets can be curious. Maybe she doesn't want
She did.
a dog staring at her.
I did hear her yesterday go, really?
Because
And
there was an animal.
She got up and came out of the bathroom. 3 animals followed her.
yeah. Yeah. So yes, lock the door. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's for me too, though. I think there's part of her which I'm kind of on board with.
Certain things keep private.
Certain things keep private.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we have the door into the bathroom, and there's another little door
Right.
to the toilet.
Right.
That one I could see.
We have like that too, and we don't have a lock on that one either.
Right.
So I'm just yelling privacy all the time, like screaming at the top of my lungs.
Yeah.
Because we have one of those, those like kind of ranch style, like our bathroom door is on
Yeah.
the rollers.
Like a pocket door.
Yes. So I start hearing those wheels and I'm just yelling, privacy! I don't yell anything else. I don't know why. I feel like it's the,
Yeah.
fastest, easiest thing.
Yeah.
And then my husband, sorry. My kids think that's like another like Latin for please enter.
Just come on in.
And they, they're walking into stuff that you're not ready. You haven't seen a movie in school yet about this.
Now is the 12-year-old, is he now slowing up not going in because he's 12? Like the same way you said my daughters were probably.
Yes, because
Yeah.
I've told him just point blank, look,
Yeah.
this is aggressive. This mommy's body is aggressive. You know, I want to
Leave it
keep
alone.
your mind pure.
Right.
Boobs are still kind of fine.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he'll see me putting on a bra and he kind of,
Right.
but he lingers. He lingers.
He lingers.
Yeah.
He's a little strange.
That's strange, right? Where he's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well,
I
you
forgot
did-
about those.
Right. You did raise them that way.
We raise them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm talking 4 of us would shower together.
Can you imagine your kids leaving? Like at this point, you're so in the throes. You're
Yeah.
12 and 10? 12 and
No, she's 7.
7?
She'll be 8 next month.
Okay, 12
So
and 8.
when you're still checking butts,
Yeah.
like I still have to check her butt.
That's strange
Like I'm
too.
still in charge. You must have trusted your kids more.
This
you know,
may be out of maybe it was in my
Maybe
department.
you didn't check butts. My
Yeah.
husband does not check butts. I don't even know if he knows they have butts.
I'm going to be honest with you. I've been around.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of reading. I've been in medical facilities. I've been in family reunions.
Okay.
I've talked to people at carpool. I've hung out at cocktail parties.
Yeah, I get
I've
it.
been at Chuck E. Cheese with a lot of people. That subject never came up. Do you check your kids' butts?
No one is going to bring it up
Right.
unless they're someone like me. Normal, regular. I mean, just
Yeah.
you're talking first of all to civilians. Number
Yeah,
1.
right.
Number 2, not on a podcast. And number 3,
Uh-huh.
not a comic. And number 4, not an immigrant gypsy who has like lotions and potions. And
Well,
I
that's
have
the real
droppers
part
of things. I have tinctures.
Yeah.
I've dropped tinctures off at your house.
Mm-hmm.
I have little, you know what I mean? It's like a Harry Potter's wizard school in my house.
Yeah.
So I check butts and I do
What are you
it.
looking for?
Whatever might be in there. I don't know what's in your butt right now.
Money?
It's like the worst Citibank commercial. What's in your wallet? No, cut. Let's do something better, guys.
What's in your butt?
And it's a Citibank card. I think I just pitched them a new.
Yeah. We're going to
Ad.
cut that out, Joey, because
No,
we don't want
no.
them to. We
Leave
don't want.
that
No,
in.
I'm going to pitch it.
No, bring me with you.
You
check butts for everything.
What do you find?
Well, dirt,
Oh,
not poop either. Just like
Just-
life. They go to camp.
like lint,
And they come
marbles,
back from absolutely.
jacks.
All the stuff that I brought here on your podcast was in one of my kids' butts. That robot.
Where's
For-
Kira's bread, by the way?
Oh no. In
Son
a
of a
butt.
hoo-ha.
Let me check your butt.
Oh my God. This is coming
I
from
don't-
Lodge Bread. Abraham
but-
Lincoln got a haircut. I just noticed that.
But-
Very tight.
You know, it's so sweet of you knowing that I'm not even going to eat it.
I know, but I think your family might.
They might.
What do you mean? They might or they won't?
Okay, well, we're a
Will
bunch
you
of
let your-
weirdos.
I know you're weird.
We're weirdos. We are gluten free.
Okay, so we're Joey, you just got a bread.
Just cut that part out too. Let's just cut most
Abraham
of this.
Lincoln just got a bread.
Most
So
of it.
you wouldn't. I thought when I was coming here that you would not eat it,
Right?
but that maybe your husband would.
I've convinced him. I brought him onto the
You
dark
did.
side. I did. Yeah.
There's no more wheat in your house,
No.
right?
So you're not going to find wheat in our butt.
Well,
That's one thing you will not.
I'm not going to give you that then. I'm going to give you this bottle cap.
Okay. That's fair. I will recycle it. Boom. See, reduce, reuse.
So when you're still looking in butts,
Yeah. Yeah. You don't
you're in the
imagine
throes.
a world.
You can't even imagine a
No.
world where they would be taking off.
No.
And at 12 years old, he's going into 8th grade next year.
7th.
7th, a
Yeah.
little slow going into 7th grade.
He's
So
actually
he'll be around a little while.
the oldest one in his class, but okay. It's a December birthday, whatever that
I don't know.
nonsense is.
Look, it's so. I'm
It
so
doesn't-
done. I raised kids so long ago. I don't
I
even
know,
remember.
I
It was
know.
different. Now I'm a naked pot smoker in my.
Are you guys aren't going to move, are you?
No.
Okay.
There
Yay.
is a little. There may be some moves to do that, but I'm going to deny it.
Okay.
Both kids are going to be East Coast.
Yeah, they're on the East Coast.
But my one is going to graduate from college next year, and the other one is in love with California. She's actually saying, do not sell the house. I'm coming home.
Okay.
So you don't know where they're going to live. Like, we're just talking about, like, you just want to be near them.
Right.
But what if they're split? What if one's east, one's west?
Right. But you have a favorite, so you know where to go.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It's like some kids take a gap year or they do a year abroad.
Yeah.
She's just doing that for college.
Right.
So she's just taking a gap year in college for 1 year, and then she comes back here. So yeah,
Right.
don't move. Okay.
This is a very expensive gap year for her
Yeah.
father.
Yeah. What are colleges? Like 50 grand a week?
Pretty much.
Yeah, close.
Very close. But it will be a break from the tuition I was paying in high school.
Holy cow. Unbelievable. But it worked.
It did work.
It worked. So it's worth it.
It did work.
Yeah.
It was very good.
So where I live, elementary school goes to 6th grade.
Uh-huh.
So he's officially starting junior high next year. And I've heard nothing but horror stories.
Oh no.
And I don't know what to do. I'm horrified, and I feel like I might go to jail because I'm going to do something.
Beat up other children?
Yeah,
kind of thing?
I feel like I might
It's
beat
rough.
up a kid.
All right, so here's what you're going to have to do. And I'm going to suggest this knowing that there's complications, but it might be good. You have to send him to Catholic school.
Okay, but can I tell you why that won't work for us?
Because you're Jewish.
No, that's fine. Whatever. I'm Jewish by profile only. Because my husband went to Catholic school.
You're right.
And I don't like that.
Him. What?
I don't like that. Like what he told me about, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a different generation.
No, but everything was intertwined like a math problem. If Jesus had 12 disciples and one of them left, like it's like everything
11.
it's intertwined in all of their schooling.
Yes, it is.
That's nuts.
Tell them that at dinner. But then he's around nice kids. They're
But
a little
are
more
they?
strict.
But are they?
Better than this hellhole you're describing up there in the woods going to that middle school.
Yeah.
Or how about just something with a little
And we're going
religion?
to the best one. We're going to the best public
It is.
school. The best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, oh, there's TikTok challenges. And what these kids do is they go into a bathroom and they rip the sink off the wall. I'm like, what the hell? And they're like, yeah, this is real. Like, it happens.
Yeah.
They lock the bathrooms now.
They lock them?
What the hell?
All right. So
I got to run for mayor, right? Like,
Do you
I feel like
have
that's the only
options?
choice.
can I
How much is this podcast paying me? Maybe I can.
can I plug another friend who's running for mayor?
Great. Yeah, sure.
I would like to take this time to officially announce my friend Colin Quinn for the mayor of New York City. Quinn for the win. No one knows New York better than Colin. No one knows every ethnicity within the 5 boroughs. He loves New York. He's good for New York. He's reluctant leader. He doesn't necessarily want this job. But I am officially announcing and putting out in the world Colin Quinn for mayor of New York City. Quinn for the win.
Is that real?
Yeah, I'm trying to make it happen.
Wait. Oh, he doesn't want to run. He's not running.
He's not totally opposed. I brought it up. He's got some great ideas. He's going to have a sleeper car on the subway.
What?
Yeah, because you need the homeless people to be able to rest. You have one car where they can rest, and there's a professional person in there. And he's really good at, he's going after the rats. He hates rats.
Okay.
We have a big rat problem right now, so he's going to go for the rats.
Okay, so not
So
like
he's reluctant, but he's thought about it before. We're gonna have to draw him out. It's good for the city. I think that's gonna be a good story, a good narrative of he didn't want it, but he did it just for the good of all of us.
No, it's good to force people into politics.
Quinn for the win.
Just because it rhymes.
Soltanovich
Oh no.
ain't no bitch.
Oh, interesting.
Kira.
I don't want you as my campaign manager.
Kira.
Wait a second.
Well-
My real last name is Soltanovich. My married last name, Finnegan, which also rhymes with win. We're doing it.
Finnegan, with Finnegan, we win again.
With Finnegan, we win again. Done. All right.
What?
Okay.
All right.
I'm
we can't tell
announcing.
the people. Is this all of L.A.?
No, I'm announcing right now.
Okay.
No, we're just in my little
Into that
borough.
camera.
I'm announcing Finnegan for the win again.
Bum,
And I will have a
bum,
sleeper
bum,
car.
bum, bum, bum.
We don't have a subway where I live, but still, we will have a sleeper car somewhere.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, man. I feel like I have to do that. So I did run for my kids' elementary school has it's like a parent liaison with the city, with the school district.
Okay.
And I did run for that.
Yeah.
And I won.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm an inside. I don't know if I should
Right.
even announce this
Politico.
part. Mr. Lincoln, please
Abraham
delete this
Lincoln.
part. But I'm like now I want to be like a person with like
Power.
with logic.
Logic.
Like sanity. I don't know if I told you this last time. I feel like maybe I did. Did you know they have a rule on their campus? It's a no-touch campus. So when they play tag, they can't. They just have to reach for the other person
And touch
say,
their force field.
Tag. I tagged you.
What about that
what
move
kind of
when you?
bullshit? Yes. What kind of pussification of our children? What are they doing?
That's ridiculous.
Makes no sense.
This is where in the elementary school?
Yes.
Oy.
No touch school. So you just go tag. It's teaching them like anything I want. I just point to it. Corner office.
I know.
Promotion.
Yep.
I'm reaching towards it.
It's a real problem.
What are we doing? So honestly, that is the thing that sent me over the edge. Where I was like, I gotta, because if you just complain as a parent,
Yeah.
they can ignore you or they can give you a
Right,
reason
right.
why. Well, Johnny fell once when someone tagged him and knocked all his teeth out and his spleen exploded, and now he can't eat unless he uses a tube or some bullshit.
If it was that big, you might entertain it. But he really didn't like being tagged.
Yeah.
And then he was
always it.
He was it. And that made him uncomfortable.
And we're raising pussies.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just what it is.
It is true. And
And
it
I
doesn't
cannot
help them.
stand it.
It doesn't help them. It
No.
makes them, they go out in the world and they're like, what is happening out here?
And also in LA, some parts of LA, when it's like really, really hot, can be over 100.
Yeah.
It's a walking recess, like they're in prison.
Like
They're supposed to just walk the
Oh my
campus.
God.
Like they get like a prison, like, hey, you get 1 hour of fresh air. Walk
Like
it
Midnight
off.
Express where they just walk around the thing. Oh
What
my
is this?
God.
What is this? So, yes, maybe do you think I have a future in politics?
Yes, you do.
But I don't want it. I'm also reluctant.
No one wants it.
No.
But we do have to do it for our communities.
I
And
truly,
look, I would do it, but my children have moved on. I am now have other pursuits. I'll help you with your campaign.
Are you going to be like one of those bored empty nester people that decides to like, I don't know, like put a pigeon thing, a house like on your roof and you
Had dinner
talk
at
to
5
them?
at the
Yeah.
Mexican restaurant before the crowds come.
Although Mike Tyson does that, so I probably shouldn't disparage it. But like, like one of those,
Yeah.
like a weird collector. Are you going to be a weirdo?
I'm not. My wife might be. My
For
wife
sure.
might be.
Yeah.
Because my schedule,
Yeah, you're busy.
I've got a lot of stuff, and a lot of it takes place in the house, and so it's. I don't see that changing all that much.
Right.
But
But she's gonna like get like
I've heard her mutter in
coins
the
or something.
hallway.
Oh.
We had a lot of family, and they were all there for the graduation, and then it was late, and I heard her going down the hallway, and I just heard her mutter something like, well, when I start my woodworking, and so
That's dangerous.
yeah, so she might be a woodworker.
She can have all of my husband's stuff. He bought like the leave, is that what you call it? The thing?
The
Lathe.
Uh-huh.
He got I told you this.
Yeah, and the
blocks.
saws and the.
He has blocks of wood that he's like, well, that's going to be a bowl one day. Is it? Because right now it's
He also
just,
has lots of other modeling
Yes.
crafts.
I shamed him
You did?
he's finally doing it.
He's getting rid of them?
No.
Oh, he's
He's
doing
playing
the
with
craft.
them.
Oh,
he's
using
playing with
using
them.
the paints.
He's painting the models.
Oh, that's
Finally,
good.
I shamed him.
Well,
That's
good.
the
He
lesson in
had
life.
cabinets filled with stuff.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. I mean, I like the idea of like, hey, I'm gearing up. Like, I'm going to start working out. I'm going to start cycling, and you get all the gear and it motivates you. But if you don't actually do the thing,
Yeah, you can't spend 3 years putting on your elbow pad. All right, Velcro. All right, hold on. Let me check this one again. Go.
Yeah.
Do it already.
oh, that's good. Well, my
Yeah.
wife is going to be similar, I think.
I'll sell her all of our stuff.
Here's a scenario.
Oh.
There could be, because of the cross-country thing, there could be a world in which one of us stays with the dogs and the other one goes to the other coast to see the family.
I think that's called divorce.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's the traditional word for it.
Wow.
Oh. But I like you renaming it. It's kind of like how vegans have, plant-based meats.
Touch-free marriage.
That's right. I love you. Just right over here. It's not okay. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're going to run and then get your kids. You have to change the school, or are you going to try and look for another school? I think you should look into the Catholic thing. I really do.
Okay, this is the truth, honest truth. We did look into the Catholic schools during COVID.
Okay.
Because they were open.
Right.
Okay.
Because they had God on their side.
And I looked at the application. I went online. I started filling it in. Okay, so far so good. Finnegan, so far so good. Nice
yeah.
Catholic name. Okay. Attach the letter from your priest or your, person of clergy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
It's easy.
I mean, chat GPT.
I got my kid into a Catholic swim team.
But she had to prove she could walk on water first.
And all you have to do is show up at the thing and be like, we've been coming here for years. Here's $20.
They wanted an attachment. You know how it works? You have to upload a document. You can't just show up.
No, I'm saying that you can get them to sign off that you.
Oh, so you're saying lie in front of God?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's the Catholic Church.
No wonder you're getting divorced.
It's the Catholic Church. The whole key is that you sin all week, and on Sunday you're forgiven, and then you start over.
Can I ask you what would you have said in this situation? My 12-year-old recently asked me. He goes, so let me get this straight. Some religious people believe you could be a criminal, do horrendous, awful things.
Yes.
And then right as you're about to die, you go, sorry.
Right.
And I go, I think so. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I go, you're asking your mom, the Jew.
Right.
Ask your dad, the bad Catholic.
The bad Catholic would say you have to, it has to be real in your heart.
Oh. Because criminals don't know how to lie.
They can lie, but God knows that
God
you're lying.
knows. All right. Thank you for that. I told him.
You could say, I'm
yes.
sorry.
Yeah. He thought it just all erases. And I go, well, that's if you believe in hell. Luckily, you're a Jew.
Right.
And it doesn't exist.
So you can sin all you want.
That's why Jewish girls can give blowjobs.
Oh.
That's why. Yeah, if you were curious.
Oh.
Yeah, for realsies. No, that's 100%. There was never any guilt.
Right. But they do have a reputation of stopping that once they're married.
Who? I want names. No.
That's the rap.
But that might be all women.
Yeah, probably.
Nothing to do with a little Havana Gilla in your life. Oh, also, what would you have done in this situation?
Yeah.
Ooh, we're driving. This just happened yesterday. And we're behind a van at a red light.
Yeah.
And my 12-year-old goes, what's a coroner? And my 7-year-old's in the back. And I go, that says coroner.
Oh.
And he goes, oh, what's a coroner? I said, it's someone, I have to be honest.
Yes, you do.
I said, it's someone who, when someone passes away, they arrive and they're going to help.
The dead people.
Okay, I didn't say that. But I just thought I could end it and then they're there to help. The 7-year-old in the back goes, so what's in that van right now? And I go, I don't know. And my 12-year-old goes, so there could be a dead body in that. Like we're
Yeah.
all just sitting at a red light, and I'm like, green. The 7-year-old starts crying.
Oh. Yeah.
And I go, or it's empty, it could be full of balloons. Like I'm looking behind her, like maybe there's balloons in there.
Maybe Coroner's his clown name.
That would be an awesome patent pending. Patent pending for all of this. This whole conversation I'm pitching.
Can I tell
Coroner
you-
the clown.
Can I tell you a slight mistake I made in those situations?
Yeah.
Because I would say that it was the clown. Probably not. Whatever.
You wouldn't have said the truth.
Especially with my younger.
Yeah.
And there's a real disservice to not getting them comfortable with the scary, ugly parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's good that I told her. Okay.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
You should have said, yeah, it's a dead guy.
Okay.
They may have, we don't know if he's on his way to the slab where they're going to fill him up with liquids.
Oh, God.
Or maybe he's already had his lips sewn and is in his favorite suit and is going to the funeral home. Like you could give him.
Can we split the difference?
You could split the difference,
please. Yeah, that was aggressive, but she's very, very sensitive. Extremely.
That's her feeling. I know, mine too.
We went to Waterworld at Universal, and if people who don't know, it's a stunt show.
Yeah,
and it's actually really, really good. And there's people falling into water from like 3 stories, and there's a lot of explosions and people getting stabbed. And
it smells like oil.
Yeah. And then some guy getting lowered into like a vat of acid.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well done.
Yeah.
She cried hysterically the whole time. She was like, "Get me out of this hell."
Yeah.
That's what she said, hell. She's like, "Get me out of this." And I didn't even think that. And I go, "Oh, they're actors. Oh, look, at the end, they're all going to come and take a bow." And she's just bawling.
I know.
Oy.
And my instinct was, well, she's bawling. All right, this is too much. Let's get out of here. But there are so many situations like that it's now she's older and still like, what? What are you talking about? Well, there was an earthquake someplace and blah, blah, blah. Like she's still super it's a fine line between preparing them for the world and not making them scared of the world. But I think you got to get used to it because it just keeps coming all the time, right? I mean, life it just hits you with, every time I put the newspaper down on the counter, it's like, here's another example of why the world is rough.
Why do you have a newspaper? I'm
old-timey.
Oh, my God.
Not only do I have a newspaper, I have a pipe.
No.
I have smoking jackets. I have rotary phone.
You're not going to need that jacket because you're going to be naked smoking.
I know. Or naked under that. Can't wait.
I want to ask you another piece of advice, but I feel like maybe you don't give good parenting advice.
I do. I just gave you good parenting advice.
No. The lip sewn was awful.
I got you into a good school.
You didn't get me into anything. They want a letter from a priest.
Okay, but maybe we check into Episcopalian school or
they all want a letter. Where I live,
we can get them a letter.
All right, if you can get me some black market letter saying that we are great Catholics / Christians, when they see the Manischewitz on this face, they're going to know something's up. They're going to know.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
You naive, young, beautiful girl.
Okay.
You know what's more important than you getting a great glowing thing from Priesty McPriest?
Yeah.
You dropping in your letter your good friend, Mr. Jay Leno.
Oh,
and
really?
Your television credits.
You think? Okay.
That stuff, yes, 100%.
Promise them a tour of one of Jay's hangars with all the cars inside? Sure.
I'm going to let you know who you're dealing with. This is a show business Sally. She's got connections. She writes checks. She's on television.
Yeah.
That's...
one of my first gigs in Hollywood was for the History Channel. I mean, I'm talking, I just got here like the next day.
Yeah.
Who's the whore that Jesus fucked around with?
Oh, my
Margaret
God.
Magdalene. What was her name?
She was forgiven.
Okay, but I played her.
Ooh.
So I could drop that.
That's good.
Right? Hey, who knows horrors better than me?
I kissed Jesus'
Right?
feet.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
he kissed her feet.
Oh, yeah, no, but I think there was some washing of feet.
He kissed her feet.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great scene. You should have seen my face when they dragged me
Dress
off.
up like her.
That's right.
Then the priest will really like you.
You're like, oh, this is from set.
Ooh.
When I was on a Jesus show for National Geographic. So awful.
Trust me.
Hey,
Getting into these is not the problem.
$50 is $50.
You deciding whether you want to go is the only thing we have to wrestle with. If you decide this is good for your child, we'll get you in.
All right. So then just send the invoices to you?
Oh, they're going to charge you?
Yeah.
How much?
A lot.
Is it a lot?
Yeah.
You're doing well. What were you doing in Cannes, by the way? I hadn't seen you in so long, and then all of a sudden, there's my stunning friend looking like a supermodel.
Come on.
In the south of France.
I know. It was
I
nuts.
was very jealous.
It was fun. I learned so much. First of all, we in America need to get our shit together.
Oh, in what way?
I've been to the south of France before,
Yeah.
but as a tourist.
Mhm.
So you're just walking around, snapping some pictures,
Yeah.
getting some expensive coffee, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like being in Silver Lake,
Yeah.
right? You know what I mean? It's just like
Yeah.
walking around. It's fancy, it's beautiful, and then we moved on to the next little town. Then I came back
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks ago working.
Right.
I'm a
Showbiz.
business person.
Right.
And I'm looking around and I'm like, holy cow. Everybody here is, and I get it, it's the film industry, right?
Uh-huh.
It's showbiz. It's
You were there to host something.
I was there, so it was the film festival was going on.
Okay.
And kind of like, there's the Sundance.
Yeah.
And then down the street is like Slam Dance.
Right.
It's kind of like one of those things like, hey, we're going to glom onto you.
Right.
And while everyone's here, we're all going to mishmash together
Got it.
and all mingle. So it was an awards for influencers.
Oh, okay.
So it's all these people that have 5 million
Right.
Instagram followers and 6 million TikTok and 20 million Twitter, whatever. It was
Joey, see why we weren't invited?
Yeah, Joey,
Go
can
ahead.
you take a look and see? And the people that run the festival, that awards show rather,
Mm-hmm.
have hosted in the past. And they were like, hosting is hard.
Yeah.
Because it is.
Yeah.
And they said, let's get a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And they saw me do stand-up
Uh-huh.
and called me.
Nice.
And I was like, did you see me do stand-up?
Yeah, but you're doing crowd work.
I do a lot of crowd work. I think that's probably what they saw.
Yeah.
And I think it was. I did a set in Russian, all crowd work.
Right.
And the people that run this award show actually are from Ukraine. So they kind of like that.
Oh.
And it's international.
Right.
So they kind of like that I'm kind of
International flavor.
international. Right. So
Finnegan Soltanovich.
that's right. I'm hyphenated. So I had to write jokes for every single
Oh my God.
person that was nominated and won and all that and all the everything. And then
Jeez.
I get there and I look at the English level and I go, might have to
Yeah.
might have to scratch all of these.
Right.
Because there's people from Korea and people from Italy and people from everywhere.
Yeah.
Obviously, France and the States and everywhere.
It's a lot of writing that you did.
I did.
Oy.
Yeah. So,
Well, it's all right. Now you're focused. You know all the subjects.
it was fun.
But why does America have to get their shit together? What do you mean?
Everything there was just like shiny. The people look like they care.
Uh-huh.
It's Europe.
Yeah.
People dress differently. There's
Mm-hmm.
no yoga pants. And if they are Americans for sure. Like, I didn't even pack yoga pants.
Right.
No, you know what I mean? Like,
Uh-huh.
I traveled in a blazer because I wanted to land looking like
Nice.
I fit
Nice.
in. And it's just, they're healthy. They smoke
Yeah.
like lunatics.
I know.
And they're healthier.
Mm-hmm.
How is that? They have dinner at midnight and they're alive. Like, what is going on? There's a secret. There's
Yeah.
drinking. There's dinner at
Yeah.
all times. And
But you are also in a show business.
it's a fancy area. I get it. If you
Yeah.
go to some rural part of France,
There's money.
everybody is a supermodel. The
Right.
girl that cleaned my room, I looked at her, I go, sweetheart, you need to be on a cover of a magazine. And she goes, I know. Like, they all know. Like,
Right.
every waiter, every waitress, they're all gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
They really, and then The minute I land and I'm in line going through immigration and custom, you know what I mean? And I just look at these American mugs. And I go, just come
In their
on.
comfortable shoes.
Come on.
I know.
Don't have any more yellow number 5 or red number 40. None of it.
Why is everyone wearing New Balance?
Yes. Skechers
I
with
had
no real soul to them.
I had a breakdown a couple weeks ago because I've been trying to get in shape for my physical.
Oh.
And so I've been working out more and running more. And
Yeah.
I wanted to bring my running shoes, but I had my show shoes and then my running shoes and the shoes I was going to wear in the airport, which are normally boots. I couldn't fit them all because I had all this equipment and things in my carry-on. So I did the thing I never wanted to do, which is wear my running shoes as my shoes. I felt like such a rube. I was like, what is wrong with me? And because then you see everybody else marching on theirs, and they're not getting in shape. They're just wearing them because they're comfortable and easy and lazy. It just seemed lazy.
What happens when your kids leave empty nest? You start putting on those New Balance. Like their dress shoes. That's exactly what happens.
Exactly, and I'm not going to do it. I'd rather
Slippery
have high
slope.
blood pressure.
Slippery slope, my friend.
It's bad.
Yeah. I know, but I used to travel like I was a homeless transient. I really did. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
No more. That was years ago.
Yeah.
That was years ago.
No, you look good when we travel together.
Sure.
You always
Yeah.
look good.
I just have to, like, get my luggage game up.
Uh-huh.
I love my disgusting, broken down, rickety, clackety luggage so much. I don't know why. I've never had a relationship with an inanimate object like I have with my luggage. I refuse to get rid of it.
Why?
Because it's still allowed in the overhead bin.
But it's
because it's
bigger.
so old, but it is one of the bigger ones, and they don't sell them that.
They don't.
Yeah.
I got a new one in the same brand, and my wife, it was such a bad moment because my wife bought it for me for my birthday or something. And my kids had gone with my wife to the luggage store to get it.
Yeah.
And it was like a big ordeal. It was like it took hours. It was a whole thing. And I opened it and immediately was like, this is smaller.
Yes.
And my kids were horrified that I wasn't like, thank you so much. I was just like,
It's not going to work.
this isn't going to work.
What up with the New Balance?
But there is no way around it. You have to.
They don't allow them
They
anymore.
don't make them. Yeah.
It's like swimming pools.
Yeah.
They don't want you to fill an 80-foot-long pool anymore, which
Right.
they used to. Again, my
Yeah,
old
6
house.
feet deep.
My old house, those pools are not allowed anymore. That pool was 11 feet deep.
Yeah.
They're not allowed. It takes up all the water in the city.
I know.
So now they're just like, no. And
Yeah.
even like if you want to get a new pool put in,
Yeah.
the contractors are like, legally, I can't do anything bigger than, a bathtub with
Yeah.
a jacuzzi next to it. It's just, so I'm reluctant to let
know.
it go.
I
And
know.
it's like one of those suitcases that like gorillas throw around in a commercial. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's just indestructible.
I
And
know.
it's gross. But I'm like, click, 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 click.
I
been
do
with
remember
me.
that making noise.
Yeah, no, it's bad. There's like only 3 of the 4 wheels.
So you're faced with my dilemma.
What's that?
You've got 3 pairs of shoes. One of them's got to go.
Yeah.
You've got your show shoes, you've got your boots, and you've got your running shoes.
Mm-hmm.
You're going away for a week. One's got to go back in the closet.
Can you wear your show shoes to the airport?
Yeah, I guess.
Here's the thing. When I work out,
Mm-hmm.
I don't do any of that bullshit treadmill, all that.
No cardio.
Tamp. So I can
Right.
be barefoot.
What?
Yeah.
That's not.
Yes.
Wait. No.
What's wrong?
No.
What happened?
No. All right. So I'm in the gym
Okay.
and I come in to work out, and there is Monkey Girl lifting weights
Because I have
with her
hair
bare feet all over the
on
place.
my big toe knuckle because I have hair there. Is that why you're calling me that? That's rude.
No, it's because you have no shoes on.
Okay, socks. You can have socks. But the thing is, when you're just doing like push-ups and sit-ups
Sure.
and standing there with weights,
Yeah, but you should have your shoes on. We're in a public place.
well, yeah, you could. But I always bring flip-flops. Oh, you don't bring
Okay.
flip-flops?
Okay, no, I don't wear
Like,
flip-flops.
yeah, I bring flip-flops. You never know when you'll find a Russian banya.
That's true.
So I went to Canada.
Okay.
And Dana Moon came with me. I don't know if you know Dana.
Don't.
And she's a comic, very funny. And so I messaged her and I said, bring a bathing suit. Don't ask me any questions. She didn't get it in time and didn't bring a bathing suit. And I went to a Russian spa without her because I wait for no one. And I found, because a lot of, because it's Calgary, and a lot of Russians moved to Calgary, and there were banyas galore.
Really?
Yeah. So I always have a bathing suit and a flip flops.
Smart.
Right?
Yeah, because Converse, I could go lift weights and exercise in Converse.
Sure.
And those are like flip flops. They're flat.
Yeah. How did that shoe ever make it to the NBA?
Well, you know
How?
what? They say that if you wear those shoes, it's actually better for your feet. We have all of this unnatural support
Yeah.
that your body can handle it. Your body, especially when you're an athlete at 19 years old. Do you really need giant?
But there's nothing. Converse shoes are like just an extra pair of socks.
I know.
There's nothing.
It does,
There's
but
no protection.
But when I first started like going back to them, it was like, how can I walk through New York in these? It's ridiculous. These are like in my socks.
Feels very.
After a while, totally no problem, because now my feet are super strength.
Colin Quinn has to campaign in Converse.
Quinn for the win.
Quinn for the win. And Finnegan too. Can you just add me? Just when you're doing his stuff, just add me in too.
I have to know what district we're trying to win.
Well, I live in, so just
Santa
up
Clarita.
there. I don't
Okay.
need to be mayor of Los Angeles.
All right. Yeah.
No way.
We don't need that.
No. I just, the little 200,000 people that live where I live.
We can beat them.
Yes.
We can
Come
totally
on.
beat them.
I don't know. Are they ready for a female?
All you got to do is try. No one else is trying. You know what I mean?
No one's trying.
No one's trying.
And I campaigned around my kids' elementary school.
You did?
I did.
Yeah,
I was like,
and you won.
hey, did you know that you can vote for me?
Yeah.
They were like, what? Oh, let me just forward it. I'll just text it to you right now. Make it easy. I made it as easy as possible.
Nice.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
just
make it
convenience.
easy.
That's it.
Brilliant. When you were in France, were you like, I wish Tom was here?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt
I
bad.
wish I could walk these streets in Converse with Tom.
How many nights was the thing? One night?
Yeah, but there's the pre-party and the post-party and
Right.
the other day party and the next thing. And then I wanted to stay an extra day because everybody was leaving Cannes on Saturday and it was nuts. There was
Yeah.
like one flight at 5 a.m. and it's
Right.
international, so you got to get there on Tuesday. So I stayed one extra day. And then that's when the guilt set in that I didn't bring Mike.
Oh.
Or you. I mean, you. Sorry, you. Oh, gosh. Lincoln, strike
Who's
it.
Mike?
Yeah. So I did feel a little guilty.
You did?
I did. Because then it's done. The show's done. All my stress is done. Because
Yeah.
I was.
Then you're enjoying yourself.
And then I was like, oh, I'm going to have another meal.
Do you think you'll get more hosting gigs like that because it went so well?
I would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's another muscle.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when you write your books or you do your, what was the hometown show that you did?
Oh, I forgot to bring you a book.
Oh my gosh.
Son of a hoo-ha. I can give you that
Well,
copy.
no, that's saved for someone else. I don't want to take some.
Well, it's the galley. It's not the.
But am I in this one like I was the last one?
No.
Oh, I'm not interested.
No.
Anyways, so after a while, it's nice to have company.
Yeah. But
But it's also great.
yeah.
Just to sleep in a bed with like a starfish. No one's there.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
God.
pretty great.
Wake up whenever.
Yeah.
Have as much coffee as I wanted, which was a lot.
I thought today was the day I was going to be able to finally sleep in after weeks of book promotion running around the country. And then we had 14 members of my family for the graduation from all parts of the country. It was this big thing, and they all just left. I'm like, oh, tomorrow I don't have to do the radio show. I'll just go see Kira and do the podcast. And I forgot that my daughter needs to get to the airport. So at 6 a.m., I'm driving down the 405.
What?
Yeah.
You know, there's Uber.
I know, but
You want to be a good dad.
yeah. I drove her.
Yeah.
So dumb.
But she sat in the back still, I bet.
She did because my
Like
wife
it was
came.
Oh, okay. Okay, then.
I was like, I want to come too.
Oh.
Like, why do we both have to do it? Maybe
That's when you leave and go back to bed.
I should have.
You should have.
Then it's bad because she's already expressed how much she's willing to do.
They're all,
Right.
Women are all. We're always going to do more than you.
Yeah.
Just take the back.
Because we're
You're
more clever.
You're vice parent.
What?
You're a vice parent.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like a fun role in case the real parent can't
Yeah.
do the job.
Right.
Then the vice parent comes in.
Man, my wife has been so busy wrapping up school that the laundry is out of control. And I feel like that's grounds for divorce.
So you know Beth Lapidus' show.
Yeah.
So I have to always write something new for that show because she doesn't want you to do stand up stories, right? And I wrote something for that show. I'm like, this is so the cheesiest thing I've ever written, but I'm trying to like tell you what happened this week. I sent my husband a sexy text. And I said, I'm not wearing underwear right now. And he wrote back, really? And I wrote, because you promised to fix the washing machine. It's so not me, but when you said that, that's what I thought of. Like, yeah, because I can't do laundry.
Yeah.
Douche, come on. You said you would fix it.
The laundry is piled high in my house right now. And I do not know. This is not the woman. This is not the marriage I married
Signed
into.
up for, yeah. I'm sorry for your... This is difficult.
It really is hard.
Thoughts and prayers.
It's hard.
Did you teach your daughters how to do laundry?
I didn't.
Okay, again.
And my wife didn't either.
Okay.
There seems to be a lot of piling up and...
My friend's son moved back. He went to college, and then he moved back home.
Yeah.
Because they did not teach him how to live without them.
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
He actually even admitted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes, I don't know, there's so much. You got to buy groceries. You got to make the food. You got to clean up after yourself. They're like, we didn't teach you that? No, you've been doing everything for me. So he's back now. So teach. Well, you're too
It's
late.
too late.
Too late.
It's
But
too late.
I got to teach them.
They're good. They know it, but they also take advantage when they're around me, especially in the kitchen. They know
Well,
because
yeah.
I'm in there making bread and
Yeah.
cooking and stuff. They know if they leave it, I'm just going to clean it. You know?
Man.
Yeah. They just walk. They just like get up like they're leaving a restaurant.
Right.
They've done eating. They put the fork down. That was really great.
All right.
What's on TV? And
Someone else will get a big one of those big gray bins and just start bussing the table.
oh, Dad.
Yeah.
That was good.
A
Thank
restaurant,
you.
they at least leave you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
No,
not
they
even
take the money. They take all of my money.
double whammy.
I know. Do your kids know how to break into all of your accounts and steal your money?
No, is that a thing?
That's coming. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just realized something. No, this isn't breaking into my account, but I gave my 12-year-old, I've been letting him go into stores and pay for stuff without me because I want him to learn transactions.
Yeah.
And I go, here's whatever, $50, pay for the pizza. He did not give me the change. And I just remembered.
Yeah, he's got
He
cash.
has my cash.
Mhm. And then they start to figure out how to take it off their phone. I set up a
What?
Nest camera to we were missing a cat. And I I changed the angle to see if I could just see him wandering. Sometimes he goes out and just doesn't come back for a while. I just want to make sure he's alive. I didn't catch any cats. All I saw was delivery people bringing a single Starbucks before school.
No.
Somebody bringing donuts. Somebody bringing nonstop. I'm like, how is she getting the money? It's on the app on my phone. She got into my Apple Pay and was
And installed it onto her phone?
yeah. We're like a family account, and she's like, oh, I found another loophole.
Wow.
Yeah.
they're all just hackers. This whole generation.
They're complete
It's a
hackers.
generation of hackers.
Yeah.
So we're looking into a phone for my kid because
Right.
now it's junior high.
Right.
need a
Because
phone.
he had the
He has a watch
right.
that just makes phone calls. And it's
Right.
so cute because he looks like he's like a spy where he's like talking into his watch, you know. It just makes phone calls and
Yeah.
texts, right?
Right.
So I'm looking into all these different phones where you can add social media as you see fit. You can take the browser off. You can do all these things. You can configure it and make it as lame as you want. Like, here's a calendar and Duolingo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is it. This is
Right.
all you get. Like, and take some pictures, but you can't send them. You
Yeah.
can't send your penis to anybody because we disabled that. Oh, can you imagine if you could disable someone's penis? Oh,
What
the
a dream. The world would be such a better place.
But then you read these articles because I'm researching. And also, all the names are like so lame. One of them's called Bark.
Yeah.
And like one's like Schmutzy Toots. You know, it's just so terrible. You know, they're all like these cute Lutzo names. So then they warn you, but be aware. Because if you because you know they'll compare brands. Our brand is safe and you can't hack into it. This brand, they can completely hack it so that their front page is whatever you set it up to be, and then there's some secret dark web behind it.
Of course. We were trying to figure out all this stuff when my kids were starting, and and give them different devices and different things, and I came to the conclusion, these kids, if you gave them a block of wood, they could get online with it.
They're like, I got a Snapchat account on this block of wood.
Exactly.
Mommy was going to use that as a bowl. Oh, my gosh.
Is that insane?
So they're just smarter than us.
Oh, much smarter. It is hard. We were discussing that today with my daughter on the way to the airport at 5 a.m. And we were trying to figure out, are these phones good for us, or are they more good than bad?
It's bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
My daughter was like, well, the greatest mental health crisis that we've ever had in history. Pretty bad.
Wow. So she's able to acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Because most kids her age are going to be like, no, oh my gosh, I can FaceTime with my friends.
Yeah. No, and she can see all her friends and all these other kids, suffering, and it's bad between the deluge of news, of horrible news. Are you okay, Abraham?
What's going on? Does he need a potty break?
I think he might be
Do you
throwing
need to
up.
use your words?
Are you throwing up?
Do you need to? I can
sure?
check your butt. I'm good at checking butts.
Yeah, I don't know what you'd find in there. The Declaration of Independence, the Gettysburg Address.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
But it's on vibrate.
That's okay.
Okay.
Look, we're discussing phones, and
I
now
know,
the phone knows.
But it's been on vibrate for 12 years.
Terrible.
I think
It's bad. Between all the news that just keeps hitting, you can't, TikTok is like, every couple weeks my daughter would come in and be like, what's a tsunami? What's restless leg syndrome?
Oh, God.
What's nuclear Armageddon? Just these, all the treats of the world just popping up on her phone. What is chronic depression?
So
what is bipolar disorder?
She speaks like she's a contestant on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
And the answer is I have all of these things.
Yeah. Mental
That's not
health
good.
for $1 million.
Then your friends, and then your constant thing. And my young one, she watches shows like this. She's on her phone, and she's watching a show. You're the TV. And she's like
and her
this. And you're like, watch the movie with us. I am. And she really legitimately thinks,
wow.
she's concentrating on the show while she's looking at this. And, she has ADHD and she gets distracted by things. But she thinks that because she has ADHD, can look at this and that at the same time.
Right.
You're literally, and I had to really kind of wait, no, if your eyeballs are here, you don't see what's there. But they believe that they can do these things at the same time.
And you can't.
And my wife was saying, they give them technology in school. So you tell them you can't use your phone, but here's an iPad. for the lesson.
That's right.
So, yeah, I don't know.
But
Keep
is
them
it-
on the watch.
But is it an iPad that like they have free reign of everything?
No, but again,
But
the block
still.
of wood.
Still.
Yeah,
They'll find a
she
way.
would roll up and be like, "Oh, he has this constant, the screen changes as she walks up behind as a teacher, and be like, Bloop, what are you
Oh.
doing? No, nothing."
Why is your dad's Apple Pay on the screen?
Yeah, right, exactly. Why
Knock,
is there a
knock,
man for Starbucks at the
Starbucks?
door?
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh God. No,
Yeah.
I can see my older kid hacking into our bank account for sure.
Yeah.
The younger one, she's feral. You know that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe when she's older, but I feel like this is her
Right.
personality forever.
Right.
Yeah. Public policy polling. I got a text.
Okay. See, the campaign's kicking off.
That's right. All right. We're back.
They know.
My
We're
car-
back, baby.
My car is ready for pickup.
Nice. The new car?
It's just, just getting all
Maintenance?
the bips and bops,
Okay.
the bingles and the bangles.
I have to go to the car wash after this because my a bird
Oh.
pooped on two of my handles. Maybe it was two birds.
Handles?
Yeah, to get into the car.
Oh,
The door handles
wow.
on two of them. Bloop bloop.
Wow.
One bird, right?
I mean, that feels personal.
Yeah.
That's not just a coincidence.
No. It's like, oh, you think you're all that?
I was once shooting in Venice,
Mm-hmm.
and we had our actors dressed as Hare Krishnas,
Uh-huh.
and real Hare Krishnas walked over to us and were like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like they were like so rude, and they were swearing, and they were
Really?
and we were like, "Oh, we're just shooting like a pilot episode of something."
Yeah.
And they slashed my tires.
What?
Yes.
They slashed
They
your
slashed
tires?
my Hare Krishna with a tambourine and the pretty dresses and like little cookies.
Oh my god.
They went and they slashed my tires.
Maybe they weren't really Hare Krishnas. They were just on a rival show.
Oh, that's probably what it was. You're right. And you know what? I didn't ask for paperwork. You're right. They might not have
Son
been
of a
real.
hoo-ha.
Yeah. So yeah, those birds knew what they were doing.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Are we doing San Francisco together? Did I ask you that?
Yeah. Are we?
did, right?
I don't know.
September?
Palace of Fine Arts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. That's going to be fun.
I've already performed there.
Banya. When did you perform there?
When I was in 9th grade.
What?
On had a cello solo
What?
that sounded a little bit like this.
Oh, like Yo-Yo Ma.
Awful. Do not tell kids they can be anything they want to be. We have to stop encouraging children.
Do your children play instruments?
No.
No.
Although they both have great singing voices.
Ooh.
Really, really good.
Angels.
Yes.
Interesting.
But I was terrible at the cello. And in high school, in the 9th grade, I was in the orchestra. We went and performed Palace of Fine Arts. And they gave me the solo.
Ooh.
Big mistake. And it was horrendous. So I have a little PTSD at the Palace of Fine Arts, but
All
I'll be
right. Well,
fine.
this is your comeback.
Well, I'll do some chakra healing.
Are
and
you going to bring the cello to the
massage?
performance?
Yes, I will. I will. Now I smash it, and it sounds much better.
We have to figure out where we're going to be because I think we're there and then maybe Salt Lake City the next day.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
I can't remember, but I
figure
have
the
it in my
Banya
calendar.
if we're going to.
We have to.
That means we have to go in a day early.
Oh. Wait a second. That Banya's open till midnight.
After the show?
Come on. There's Naked has no o'clock. It's naked o'clock all the time.
I feel like we could be naked now.
No, we're not going to
No?
be naked. No. No.
Why? We
No.
we're like family at this point.
I don't mind looking at naked people while sitting next to you dressed in a bathing suit.
It feels a little weird that we're the only people with clothes on.
We're not the only people.
We
There-
were.
There were other
Mm-mm.
people with bathing suits. Yes.
I don't think so.
A scattering,
Mm,
a little sprinkling of other people.
maybe someone who worked there.
Maybe the people that work. Even the janitors, like naked, like cleaning the floors.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like we're family. It wouldn't matter. It feels, or maybe I'll just bring a Speedo. Will that make you more
Fine,
comfortable?
I'll bring a Speedo too.
All right. Are you more uncomfortable because you would be naked or because I would be naked?
I think all of it, and I'm not uncomfortable.
But which is more uncomfortable?
I feel like, and don't take this the wrong way.
Yeah.
I feel like your penis is probably just regular. I don't mean that small, and I just mean like it's like if it was a brochure and they needed a penis for the front of the brochure.
Right.
Like get Tom's.
Fine.
Tom, get over here.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a good representation of a healthy American penis. So I'm not worried about that.
Right.
But I'm worried about being like my 12-year-old when I'm getting out of the shower and just lingering. And I'm not worried about you seeing this atrocity.
I would.
It is, you know those tsunamis that you're trying to keep your daughters away from? Like, it looks like a medical disaster. There's so many stretch marks and just angry parts of my body that just are, you know what I mean? Like, really, like, a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress, you know? And it's like, it's just, and there's a Gandalf situation. It's awful. It's awful, awful, awful. So I'm not worried, like, about, because I am naked a lot.
Right.
But it's just more like, oh, he's not going to have me on his podcast anymore. I'm more worried, like, in the showbiz
So it's more about
sense.
you than it is about.
Yeah, I feel like your penis, I've probably seen a million of your penises. Again, with all due respect.
I think it's because we're more, because I'm the same way. I would not think twice about seeing you, but I would be like, oh, she's going to see my strange bits, and that's.
I'm sure.
There's also another problem as the boy.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
There are worse penises than yours, I guarantee it, and I've seen them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I once dated a guy it went to the left. And it was like, it's like having a lazy eye. Like, where do I look? You know what I mean? It's like, how do I, hey, do you acknowledge it like straight on, like it's normal? Mm-hmm. It's not. Or do you kind of like when someone has a lazy eye, you try to follow their eye, you know, like to be respectful. There's no winning.
If I am a girl.
Yeah.
I am Tammy Papa.
Uh-huh.
From the Breaking Bread with Tammy podcast.
Yeah.
But we're comedians and we're friends that way.
Yeah. Can
we be naked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, do you have kids also?
Yes.
Oh, no problem.
No problem.
No problem.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. No problem.
That's interesting.
No. I saw a comic at a Korean spa once, and we were like, I guess we see each other's naked bodies now. You know, it was just, we ran into each other and we're like, so this is what this is.
Yeah, I don't feel,
you know.
Yeah. I mean, as the boy, there's also the problem of your penis becoming aroused.
Sure.
And then.
But you're not going to take a Viagra. You're not going to do Viagra. Isn't that the only way?
Who needs that?
Nobody. You're a healthy man who just.
I don't.
Took a pee break.
I don't need it.
I'm holding my pee in.
My prostate's fine. It's very funny because it literally looks like he's eating your face.
Oh, but I turned it to look
Eating
myself.
your face.
Can we talk about the green again? So disappointed.
All right, listen. Mm-hmm. Because I love you.
Uh-huh.
And when we were at the other studio, you complained about looking green. I was excited to have you come here to the new studio because you're not going to look green, and then I'm totally
green.
didn't realize you're not green, but there is green behind you.
I am green. My skin.
What color would you like?
I like something just not anti-Semitic.
Why is green anti-Semitic?
Because a lot of Jewish people have olive complexions, and so when you put them in front of green, it just looks like.
I thought you were Irish. That's why we put that up there.
No, thanks.
We were like, for your new campaign with Finnegan, we were going to do tell me a color and we will get it.
Something that's just soft and neutral, or like this nice earthy wooden wall behind you that somehow you managed to get the gray earthiness, the undertones of like nature. Wow. Wow, Tom. Well, it is your show, so I guess you're the star.
I don't want to see you naked anymore.
You didn't before, trust me.
We'll give you any color you want. I mean, look, we're trying to make this space work.
Mm-hmm.
We need a backdrop. It's got to be able to collapse if we need to. So it's got to be kind of clothy.
Well, then don't make it about me.
I'm offering you, just give me a color.
Anything.
Oh.
Anything but Auschwitz green.
Joey, get hot pink.
Joey, let me look in your butt. Come on, let me just look in your butt.
You'll bring Joey to this, Banya.
Yeah, I would.
All right, we should probably go.
Okay.
What are you going to do the rest of your day?
What's today?
Friday.
I have shows.
You do?
I'll get the kids from camp. They'll be dirty and dusty.
Ooh.
I hose them off on the front lawn
Right.
before I even let them walk into my house. And and then I'll just be down at Comedy Magic,
Oh, nice.
Laugh Factory.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Both tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta get some spots when I'm out.
Yeah.
I don't do just one spot.
Right.
I have 3
Right.
minimum. Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I know. Your Instagram is always filled with, you're always somewhere. You're
Trying.
doing a ton in town.
Yeah, but I might retire soon so I can make time for politics.
I know. This is going to be big. Finnegan for the win again.
Yes.
We're going to win again with Finnegan.
Can I count on your vote?
All right. Anything we need to tell the people? Anything we should plug? Any of these social media?
Yeah. Kira Comedy. I'm not in your book, so don't.
You're not in the
Plug
book.
it. No,
I
no.
apologize.
No, don't plug that one.
You know, I'm not really totally convinced that you're not.
Oh.
There might be.
Wow. It's weird because I haven't gotten any residual checks from the first
Me
book.
neither. Welcome to books. All right, we got it, Joey. There you have it, kids. Kira just left, and she was pretty mad. I don't know why I didn't even realize that. I mean, her background is green. I think the old studio, it was the green was reflecting onto her. But she's very pushy. Very pushy. We're going to have to change the color, Joey. We're going to have to get a new color just for Kira. She's our most welcome back guest, so let's accommodate her. She'll complain no matter what we get, but let's accommodate her. Thank you all for listening. Go to tompapa.com for all of the fun. You guys are the best. I hope your summer plans are starting to kick off. Enjoy yourself.